Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good
morning.
morning.
There are people here already.
It's Saturday.
It is Saturday. It's been such a long time since we've done one of these. I think the last one was in June. I think this, much like Desk Chatter, this was
my.
a full 2-month hiatus of a show. And I have to say,
Gotta
I've
do what you
missed
gotta
it.
do.
I
Okay.
know. But it was weird to not hang out with people on a Saturday morning.
But you were hanging out at pen shows.
Yes, that is true.
So there
We
was
were.
that.
The 4 days at a pen show sort of make up for not seeing people on the weekends.
So you were hanging out in person.
That
Yes.
is, again, that is true. I was,
Yeah.
seeing people from like 6:30 in the morning until midnight, and then doing it all over again, and all over again, and all over again. It was great. People know Marina. Wendy, do you want to introduce? Hopefully. If you don't know Marina, welcome to the channel. Marina is one of my co-hosts over on Desk Chatter, and is a frequent guest and is lovely. Her socials are down below. Wendy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm getting some lag. Can you guys hear me okay?
For
well
now.
enough.
Yeah, there is lag.
There is lag, but it's manageable.
Okay. Yeah, it feels like it's really, really super laggy. I may hop out and come back in, but I'm Wendy Sue. Oh yeah, weird. You guys will freeze and then fast forward.
Yeah, like we can't hear you at all. So, Mom, why don't you introduce yourself? And hopefully
Cool.
Wendy's Wi-Fi catches up. Oh, is Mom now frozen? This will be a great show, people. We're out of practice here.
Well, hopefully my internet's not going to freeze. So.
Good morning, Alex. Mom is now apparently totally frozen because now she's texting me.
She unfroze for a bit there.
Did she?
Holy mackerel, you guys all went to black with like a spinning arrow.
Yep. Welcome to Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Sheila. I'm Alexandra's mom. In my video, like I'm pointing up at you, kind of feels like a Brady Bunch moment.
Yeah.
And I brought a pen to show off, so that's why I'm here.
Fountain pen adjacent show where we're actually showing pens today, because why not?
Because I have a pen to show off.
Yeah, and we all got cool things this summer.
There you go.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, now I'm curious if that's the pen I saw before you got it. So the one.
It is.
That was so funny because Mom went, "Oh, somebody's tagged me on Instagram. I have a notification." And I went, "Who has tagged you?" And it was you.
I became friends with Bart, so he let me do it.
And it was really funny.
Yeah. So do I get to show it off now?
Sure.
Do
you want me to make you big to show it off? There, you're big now.
So in a little Zodiac pen rickshaw sleeve is my fabulous new pen.
I have one of those right here.
Ooh.
So the blank is Poorly Controlled. I think it's called Red Sky at Night.
It is.
The design is Virgo by Zodiac Pens. And it has, where's the camera? There we go. Isn't a Yovo broad?
It is.
And the plan is actually to put the Kirk Spear Washington DC nib in it, but I want to try it first. I haven't tried it. It's a broad nib, but my Kirk Spear nib is a stub, which is my favorite. And we haven't chosen an ink yet. It will that'll be content for a little live over on Alexandra's page, maybe Monday, Tuesday. I'd like to get ink into it.
Probably Monday.
Okay.
Thinking about next week. It's probably Monday.
I don't understand how people don't ink right away.
Well, we've had a week.
We've had a week. We've had a week. And honestly, like, I still haven't inked my Visconti because I still have to film. I got so many great ink suggestions for it. And now I have to make a decision. People really like your pen.
I see that. I've got the chat open on the side.
Yeah. Like, I haven't gone through all the ink suggestions for this. I would say, though, like, most things get inked as long as they're not PR stuff within, like, a week of being on my desk. Because sometimes it just takes some time. You just need to look at it and see what it, vibes with.
If it speaks to you?
Yeah. Especially when, you've got a wall of ink. There are a lot of options.
Yeah, I might just do a weird thing. And I think the only other person that does this is Hemingway Jones, because we talked about it. It's like you get a pen and then you put it away and you kind of treat yourself because you start forgetting about it. And then you have the bad day and you're like, unwrap it. And the beauty of it comes up again. So that's for me.
That's called having a brain injury, Marina. I've done a live stream where I didn't know what I was opening, but Shannon knew what I was opening. Like, it's like no idea what's in this Esterbrook box that I paid for and ordered. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting way to approach it.
Oh, yep.
Wait
That
for
can
your
happen.
ink bottle to start talking to you.
I have so many here now.
I do too. Mom decided to order the San Francisco Pen Show ink, and of course,
Ooh.
I just dropped my swatch of it.
The one I never got.
It's so pretty. It's such a pretty blue gray.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to go in, but
Neither do I. But I really like the gray.
yeah.
It's not going in my pen.
No, it sort of reminds me of Tasha Jeans number 6, their light wash, but it's more gray than that. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I'm just even looking at the pens beside me. I don't have any that I would put it in.
Could you put it in your Heinz?
Oh, maybe. Well, maybe. Part of it depends on how pale it writes.
Yeah. I like the swatch card too, though it is Mom's swatch cards. They're the Cheshire Cat Warringal ones.
Yeah, I'd imagine it probably better in the broad, possibly.
Yeah. I decided to steal it from Mom's swatch cards because seeing as it is one of her inks. It is a very good fog colored ink.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time driving in fog this summer, and it is a very good fog color. Did anyone else get any cool pens this summer that they feel the need to show off?
Have some problematic pens that you might have seen on my Instagram. That's finally free of ink. It's tiny. I love it. It had to match my little passport.
Oh
my
it
gosh.
is so cute.
It's so tiny. So long story short, but it's going to be a long story. I'm sorry. I have had this old pen. It's beautiful. It's an old Omas from like 1999, 8. And I actually want to sell it. So I'm going to be selling it, but it's so beautiful and I don't like a nib on it. It's not for me. It deserves a better home than me. But I couldn't say goodbye
Say
to
more.
it. It's made to mimic Spencerian writing, so it really is meant for someone to write
Gotcha.
a very specific way. And I would say a calligrapher is a good home for it. Someone who really takes time, or like even Hemingway Jones, someone who's really in a specific type of handwritings. Not me. So what I wanted to do is find a replacement, but this is a type of pen that is hard to find in this kind of specific full Paragon size, because I bought it years ago. But I was lucky to get a little sister. She's so tiny.
It is.
I have
She's a
that.
lady. And I like it. It's like
I have that lady.
You do? It's
Yeah.
very fun, isn't it?
I do.
So tiny.
Is it the same?
So I got it for a really good price, but it came with the ink. Nice. Yeah. So you have a slightly
Okay.
later version because of the clip is changed, but yeah, it's the same pen.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I got it.
Mine's like the 1931 or something.
Oh, you're young. Okay. You're the
Yeah.
vintage version of it. That's awesome. They made very similar pens for a while. And so what I did, I had no idea it had a lot of ink in it. So I spent like 5 days cleaning. And people were fascinated over on Instagram. So
Yeah, it reminded me of the process of cleaning out my 146 last year. Whereas like every time I thought it was clean, I would fill it with water and then put it nib down in a cup full of paper towel, and then the paper towel would be colored again, and I'd just go, "You're supposed to be clean. I have cleaned you out. Why are you not clean?"
yeah. I realized at some point, I think day 4 in the evening, I realized they were like deep in there. There was some sort of very dry like pocket of ink that started coming undone. And that's when the things changed for me.
Oh.
Before that, it was just moving so slowly.
There is something about trying to clean out a vintage pen that has been inked for and then left to sit for forever.
Mhm.
It is not a pleasant experience.
Did you post photos of cleaning out your aunt's vintage Parker?
No, the only people that have seen that horror are Scott and Mick, and maybe Marina. Maybe
Yeah, I
Marina
think I've had like a picture or two of them from you. Yeah.
got photos of that nightmare.
Well, I think dry ink was holding the feed together,
Yeah,
Mm.
that was a
and so it
absolute
dissolved.
nightmare. So if anyone's selling Parker 45 parts, or if you know of anyone selling Parker 45 parts, I have burned through my part stash and I'm looking to purchase parts. So they're hard to find in Canada though. So I know people who sell them at the Chicago Pen Show. So I think I'm probably going to have to wait until that show to restock my part stash.
Or maybe Empire.
I was about to say, I would bet on that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even Scott didn't have parts when I was talking to him.
Yeah, as I'm thinking about it, and like the way my thinking goes when buying, and I thrift a lot and I buy a lot of secondhand pens, and there are some that I'm like, if I'm met with, will I gonna be able to get some sort of thing for it? Am I gonna buy it? And so I've been seeing, the Cartier, they're like Cartier pens.
Yep.
Square, right? But there's a caveat. Yes, you can buy that, and it's a decent price, but the converter you can't get that anymore because it's squared.
And they were proprietary cartridges. Like they're so hard to do. I did not think about Anderson pens or the Andersons. I should send
That's what I do.
Yeah, I should send Lisa an email.
Interesting. I had no idea they dealt with. Well, they had some vintage pens. I remember that. But
They are, Marina, they are now all vintage.
Oh,
They are just
Yeah.
dealing in vintage and parts.
nice.
I did not think to reach out to the Andersons because I've got Lisa's new business card somewhere. And I should send her an email and ask. Because we will be in the US for Empire in a couple weeks. So I could theoretically have a package delivered to somebody.
Keep me updated because I want to finally send you that package though.
Talk to Tori. Ask
Right.
Tori if it can go to her. Because right now, Tori has something else for me going to her. So,
Sounds good.
yes. Let me grab the link for Cardinal pens. All I had to do was type in CAR. That is how often I've been on their page
Nice.
looking at pretty
awesome.
vintage stuff.
Can you tell us about their page? Because I only saw that one Instagram post that you sent me, and I started following them. But then algorithm is not on my side, so I don't.
So it's all vintage now. They're carrying a little bit of modern stuff, so they're carrying a couple TWSBI colors, but they purchased a lot of, I believe they said 400 vintage Estabrook pens that they're working on restoring.
Oh, wow.
They've got a whole bunch of Parker pens. They've got some sets. And so Brian is doing, I believe they're 3 times a week, but I may be wrong, lives on YouTube and Twitch where he's restoring pens.
Cool.
Which I've watched a couple of. They're great if you want to put them on in the background while you're doing other stuff.
Well, that's
And they're
cool.
also carrying parts again. So if you need parts, they are a good place to talk to. I didn't see 45 parts on the website, but they might have them available. Talk to them.
Or is it the same YouTube? They just renamed it?
No,
Channel? No.
no. They have had to start totally from scratch.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stream is every Friday. It feels like far
He
more
does
often
Twitch,
than every
though.
Friday.
He does Twitch more often than that,
Okay.
I feel like.
Okay. I feel like I see them
Do you want me
stream
to check
more
his schedule?
often.
I'll check his schedule.
Okay, thank you.
hmm
I love this because I think this is the story of a lot of people getting into vintage. It's how I acquired Grandma's pen. It's how I acquired Grandpa's pen. It's how I acquired Albert's pen. Is, you find them in a drawer somewhere. The funny thing is, this week we had assumed this bottle of Schaefer Script ink was Grandpa's. And I forget where we were with Grandma this week. And we're talking about it, and Grandma went, "Oh no, it was mine." So it was living in a drawer in Grandpa's desk, but it was a bottle of Grandma's ink. Which was fun.
An ink bottle that's been completely dry for, I
Yes.
don't know, 50 years?
Yeah.
60 years?
Yeah. But now we've got a full bottle of it too, thanks to somebody at Chicago.
Ooh.
And it's a very pretty blue.
Yeah, I jumped at that. As soon as I saw the box, I knew what was in it. And so snagged it.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things that I just absolutely adore. But I love that people do find those vintage pens that have been sitting in drawers for decades.
What kills me is that the pens that you just described survived because I don't think my older brother, older sister, or myself ever bothered to open up the boxes or open up the pens to look inside. They survived because we didn't.
They survived because no one cared.
Because we didn't, they were pens. Who cares?
Yeah. No, they lived, Albert's pen lived on Grandma's desk in her living room.
Which also means that pen survived, I don't know, 5 moves.
Yeah. And being celluloid in the living room in a coffee cup.
Yep.
And Grandma's pen was in the box that contained the scorecards for bridge, just loose, with a little piece of tape on it that said, "Don't close the lid."
Well, and I never bothered with them because I just thought they were ugly plastic pens.
Yeah.
Like,
And so
meanwhile, look what I missed.
I took it to Scott Newman at 15 pens when he was in Toronto, and he fixed it. And then I've got Grandpa's, which was he was in his dresser upstairs next to his cufflinks. But again, no one cared because, you know, he never used it.
Well,
Does my lag any better?
Didn't it have a spur on the nib?
It did. It was unwritable. Matthew Chen fixed it.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Oh, I have that way I got some of the Pelicans. My only Pelican ink is from late 1990s, and I have a bunch of it because of similar situation.
I think I finally figured out what my crazy pen was inked with. This one. I think it was inked with Pelikan 4001 Royal Blue at DC. And so I think I have to acquire a bottle of it because the crispness of the lines is incredible. And so I think that will be my next ink bottle purchase.
I missed it. Which one is it?
4001 Royal Blue.
Which color? Oh, Royal Blue. Mm-hmm.
From Pelikan. Because the only Pelikan ink I own is the highlighter ink, which I don't think is going to give me the same type of lines that I want in this pen.
I wonder if my newest one, if it's still happening, my newest ink, Pelikan ink, if it's still happening, I'm mentioning we don't know if the Pelikan Hub will still have inks this year. I don't know. But if they do, I wonder if I will like the new one because I'm so used to the old ones. And the old ones that I have, they also come from an estate of someone who was a lawyer. So he had some fun inks, fun for a lawyer.
The thing is, like, even if we're not getting them at the hub, I still see myself picking up a bottle of the ink.
You've tried it. You like that one? Apricot, is it?
I haven't tried it. I don't know that I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the whole pen of the year thing. They're really expensive. I do really enjoy the inks of the year because they're not super expensive and they tend to be fun. And the swatches I've seen of it sort of remind me of Sailor Mano Sakura, which is one of my favorite inks.
I like that one.
So
does the apricot have shimmer in it for this year? I haven't paid that close of attention to it.
I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it has shimmer. It looks like it shades on the page a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, Bailey is confirming that it has no shimmer this year.
Yeah.
Thank you for confirming. I may end up being the de facto Pelikan Hub master.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not excited about it. What happened was our girl who's done it for the last few years gave us ample heads up and was like, I'm not doing it this year. So y'all better get your act together and get somebody else to sign up. And so a guy who's kind of a newbie to the community, like a dummy, said on his registration that he'd be willing to help out. But apparently he was the only one. And so they picked him and now he's reaching out to me like, what do I do? I'm like, I have no idea. I had ChatGPT draw up a project plan. It's like, here's what you do. So we'll see. I'm happy to help. There are a few of us who are happy to help. We just didn't want to be number one in charge. But I'm a busybody, so it might just happen.
Whereas Toronto, I think this year has 190 registered for our Pelikan Hub.
A lot.
and it is the weekend of Scriptus, which is the Toronto Pen Show. So it is going to be such a fun weekend in the city, especially because nib grinders, because Scriptus is a single day, nib grinders tend to do appointments Friday, Saturday at pen stores all over the city. And so it is just an entire weekend of pens.
It's like a pen-centric
so
long
fun.
weekend.
It is. It's so great.
Totally.
How many people are signed up for your hub, Wendy? Do you know?
I don't know. My guess, last year was my first Pelican Hub, and I bet it was close to 100 people. So not
big.
huge, but yeah, I mean, it's not Toronto, but it's big enough that it's difficult to find a venue.
Right.
Yeah. Toronto rents out a restaurant.
Yeah. We may have to do that. I don't have any of the official information. I replied to this guy and was like, let's put our heads together and find some other people to help. And you know how that often goes. And everybody's busy, and is that right? So we'll figure it out. It'll work out one way or another.
Very true. This is an interesting question. Is there any way to revive a dry ink bottle? And the chat has answered it, but I want to hear other people's opinions.
Need to look
on this.
I would try adding distilled water. If it were me. I would take, if you can get a little chunk out of it to test it and try it with distilled water and see what happens. That's probably what I would do, but I'm a tinkerer.
Yeah. And I would say I would do the same thing, but I don't know that I'd put it back in a pen. I would probably use it with dip pens or for dip testing nibs. Like if I was in the middle of flossing something and I didn't want to ink a pen to test it, but I don't know that I'd use that ink to ink a pen.
You know what else you could do if you wanted to is Birmingham has that monotonic, which is basically ink without the colorant in it.
That's true.
You could try that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point about would you put it back in a pen. It's just there's so many things that goes into that thinking for me. First of all, was it pigment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Because they used to put different stuff in there that we no longer put in some inks, and it's like the self-cleaning ink. And so I have some old Mont Blanc bottles that are self-cleaning. And I was like,
Never heard of that before.
Yeah, there is some weird ones.
It's also you'd have to be able to water it down. You'd have to know the level that the ink was at in the bottle to water it down to the same concentration.
I'd put it in a mountain pen. I'd put it in a cartridge converter or TWSBI. But like I said, I'm a tinkerer, so I would feel comfortable.
I wouldn't put it in anything expensive or particularly hard to replace. Like
say this little Amos that I just cleaned out and put a new ink in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it says 1930. That is not the year of the pen. That is the model of the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and it has this cute. Does yours have this cute little great key?
Yes, but mine has a different clip. That's why I figured mine is a little older than yours just because of the clip they stopped using. Yeah. But it's only by a few years. It's maybe years.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Lucas has an interesting suggestion, which is maybe do swatches and compare to online colors as you add water to see if you can get it to be the right color.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find one of my bottles. I probably have them somewhere.
Oh,
one of my.
We now know the ink. It was a Ferris wheel pressed shimmer ink.
I take it the ink is discontinued.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess not, but I'll show you some other ones.
Was it missing the rubber cap in the, or the rubber seal in the cap? because I have seen that happen on a couple of the old bottles where they're missing that rubber disc. Because if they're missing that, those bottles don't seal.
I believe these ones from Mont Blanc used to have, like, I have one with the actual packaging and it said self cleaner is included. I think. And I'm
Cool.
like, but they're really fun. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure the ink has changed its color. It's like dulled now, just because I don't think these are good containers. But I
They
don't know.
look like Daleks from Doctor Who.
They're really funny
They do.
and
100%.
plasticky. I love them, but not an ink I would use every day because it just doesn't really look this color.
So that's my issue. That's my issue with Robert Oster inks.
Yeah.
Every time I put them in a pen, within a week of being in a pen, they totally change color, even in pens that I know seal well. And I don't know what's going on with them. I know people love Robert Oster inks. I've had such crazy color changes with those inks when they're in pens that I just don't use them anymore.
Does it happen to every ink? I only own one, so I don't know if that's.
I only own 3, but they're all in the same color family of being like purpley blues.
Well, and you have 2 different versions of Polar Vortex.
Yeah.
That are distinctly brand new bottles, 2 completely different colors.
Yes, Marina and I have discussed that at length. The thing is, I'm about 95% sure I know what happened with it and how they screwed it up.
Was one of the pigment formulations changed?
I think they flipped their pigment formulation.
Okay.
I think their percentage of red and their percentage of blue got reversed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
That would
tons
do
of
it.
Robert Oster. I don't think I've ever noticed that. But maybe I'm not paying attention either.
So I really only noticed it. I had noticed it like when I was doing my like daily calendar pages that, oh, something looks weird. And then when I did my inked up the following month after inking them up, they were 2 totally different colors.
Oh, wow.
Every one of the Robert Oster inks.
I've heard it never happened to me, but Birmingham Inks also has that. But I think that's it's the batch to batch difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a big batch to batch difference. And
or like they just recently did one. This one.
Which one is that?
They just had one that was bad, Cold Snap.
Yep.
That they reissued. People were complaining it didn't look like the swatch.
I think another one that I've heard, and it's like not the color, but the ink. Vinta inks evaporate extremely fast. That's what I've
Those
heard.
definitely evaporate. 100%.
So the ink controversy for you this morning.
Well, so the thing is, I like Birmingham Pen Company Cold Steel.
Oh.
But it looks
You can
different.
see it. It's backwards.
Every batch.
But that's my Omas.
Nice. It's pretty. What?
That's lovely.
Is that a medium or which nib do you have on it?
It is. That's a good question. And I don't have glasses down here, so I can't tell you. I don't know what it is. It almost feels like a stub to me when I use it, to be honest.
So here are the 2 Polar Vortexes.
Oh my God. Yes. So different.
Oh, funny. That's funny.
And as Alex says, he remembers the stream when I figured that out live. I was not a happy camper because I was really confused. Because guess which version I actually like?
Right.
I can't remember.
It's the blue one.
Does that make you
I
feel a
love
little
the blue
gaslit
one.
too? Yeah.
Well, no, because I went, oh, this is wrong. And then I pulled up my swatches and I went, oh, it's actually wrong. I will say I did not feel gaslit until I sent them to Atlas. And somebody in Atlas responded and went, no, those two are the same color. And I went, really? Are they though?
Oh, I think, what is it? Stephanie said that she has 2 newer Mont Blancs that dry out. I've never had that happen. Have you, Alexandra? I've never noticed that about them.
My Mont Blanc, I'm going to be honest, I forget that I have it inked. And we'll leave
Is
it
she
inked.
talking about the ink bottles or the pens?
The bottles, I think.
I
Right?
think she's saying the bottles dry out.
I don't know that I've had an issue with my bottles.
I don't think so.
No, me neither.
But I, at any given time, have 1 to 2 Mont Blanc inks in my rotation. They're a pretty frequent color for me to have inked up. So I also don't know that I would notice evaporation that quickly because I am just always using them.
Oh no, she's
it's
talking
the
about the
pen.
pens.
Depends. Oh,
Wow.
that's
That is
even
a
more
shame.
interesting. All right.
I only have I have a vintage 146 that was made, as I discovered last week, in West Germany. I am not a person to ask about modern Mont Blanc pens because the only ones I've tried have been in store.
Let me show you. I have
And
one.
I neglect mine. I will ink it up, I will use it for a couple days, and then I will put it on my desk and forget that I've got it inked. And it will go like 2 weeks without being used, and it will still write without an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this one. This is the only kind of modern, I guess, quote unquote. My other ones are like 2006 and older. I think you might be onto something, Stephanie, because I do notice this goes out pretty quickly for me. But I've always assumed that's something to do with the specific ink I was using here.
I wonder
I don't know.
if their caps
Yeah,
don't
maybe.
seal particularly well.
Let's see. I mean, this I've never suspected anything. It has a good step up. It has a good seal, it seems, but who knows, you know?
I have 1 Mont Blanc, and it's from the 60s, and it was like low end back then, but it's gray and not black, so it's spatial.
Ooh. It's probably now it would go for 500, huh?
No, I swear I spent $50 on it on eBay. I'm pretty sure that's how much it was. Let me go see if I can find it. Be right back.
Yeah. No,
Mont Blancs are fascinating in that sense.
I love my vintage one. I'm of the belief that if you want one and you can pick up a style you like on the secondhand market, to go for it because it is such a lovely pen.
Yeah. Yeah, I have so many feelings about Mont Blanc, and just, have you guys seen Hemingway's kind of disappointment with Mont Blanc?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw his disappointment with the Anderson, the Wes Anderson.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I howled. I absolutely howled.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. It was I love Hemingway. It was highly entertaining. And I think I realized it was going to be tiny. But it was even funnier to see it in his hand.
I couldn't get over how small it was.
And like 4 or 5 times the price of the regular version of it.
It's an elf pen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, it doesn't even look Wes Anderson-y. It looks like Elf the movie.
It does. It looks comically small.
And maybe that was Wes Anderson's point.
Maybe.
He does have a delightful sense of humor. I can't get over the fact that they didn't do a broad range of really saturated Wes Anderson inks.
Me neither.
That's right. That would have been
Like
such a
it would have, it's to me, it's such a missed opportunity
I know.
because his color palette is so
Yeah.
part of every single film.
Yeah.
I would have been so happy with a set of Grand Budapest or,
Mm.
you know, anything inks. Like there are such good color palettes in those
Mhm.
movies that would have made amazing inks.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Grand Budapest. I think that's one of my favorites.
I forget what I was doing recently where I watched 5 Wes Anderson movies over the course of 2 days
That's a
while
lot.
doing stuff in the studio. It was highly entertaining.
So for my birthday in the summer, we went out with a friend of mine who's a professional artist, and we watched his movie. And she's like, she turns to me and she's like, you know, he's getting weirder and weirder.
It's happening to me as I get older too.
This would have been great. An ink per movie with great
Yes.
box art. Like
Oh my
think
God.
about the box art we could have had.
Mm-hmm. Yes, think of all the possibilities. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the chat and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to us. They don't ask anybody's actual opinions.
No, people are just hanging out and having a conversation in the chat that on occasion I'm deciding to talk about on screen.
Oh no, I know. I'm just meaning like Mont Blanc would never like ask the community what we thought about, you know,
Mhm.
like they wouldn't.
Oh, no, so the funny thing is my sales associate does watch my channel.
No.
And
Fun.
so does the manager of our local store.
That's fun.
Which is lovely. I love both of them. This is so yes, you can do this. If you have a Nexus card, if you have any clearance, do not travel with them. It is not worth losing your ability to travel by carrying a fake in and out of the country.
Yeah.
Or even ordering it into the country. You can potentially lose your Nexus or global entry if you have it.
I've seen it though, and it doesn't have the star on it. At least it's not a true counterfeit.
Okay.
Because some of them do. Sometimes they do, but I've seen a baby and it doesn't.
Okay.
Or the Wes Anderson copy, the not Wes Anderson pen.
Yeah, no, this is a baby one though. And the ones
I
that
know, I understand. I'm talking about that's the one I'm talking about. The fake one of that doesn't have the white star on it.
Okay. Yeah.
My experience living in Italy is because they're very strict about, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes, like if, you know, they wouldn't sell bags sometimes to people if they suspect they're gonna clone them, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not worth it. Does anyone else have any questions for this first show back after a little bit? Wendy, are you
Can I tell
cleaning?
a story? I'm cleaning a pen right now. I'm cleaning this Mont Blanc that I haven't cleaned in ages.
Yes, you can tell a story.
Your
Okay.
internet's really good again.
Is it? Okay, good.
Mhm.
I don't know what you guys, I have like a gig of internet to my house. I don't know what the problem is sometimes.
I like that you have a gig and I have 17 megabytes.
And yours is fine and mine's all janky. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so my daughter sings in a like an outside of school choir, and she has rehearsals every Thursday night. So the last couple years, my husband has driven her because it was on Tuesday night, but now he works on Thursday, so I have to drive her every week. So on Thursday of this week, I go in and I was like, I'm going to sit at their little table in there and mess around with inks because I owe some people some thank you notes and I was going to send some, just an inky blob mess to them because that's what we do. And I'm sitting there messing around and the 2 office ladies come out and they were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm playing with inks. What are you guys doing? And they're like, oh my gosh, we're fountain pen fanatics. And they like come out and one of them like whips open her Hobonichi and her Hobonichi drawer pouch and her like 4 or 5 pens. And I was like, I have 200 pens on me right now. What would you like to try? And so I'm just like handing them stuff. And so now we have our own little Thursday night pen club. Isn't that sweet?
That's
That's
so
so much
awesome.
fun. So excited. And I was like, I'm bringing you guys sample. They were like, I need to know this ink color so I can buy it. I was like, please don't buy it. Please let me bring you a sample. The one woman has her Parker that her dad gave her 65 years ago or something like that.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, you might need to get a new pen to put all the fun inks in. I wouldn't put fun inks in that pen.
Yeah, no, so my aunt bought a Parker 45 and then I cleaned it and it dissolved in water and so all the spare parts. But she also went, can you tell me what ink to get? And I was like, I'm just gonna like pull from the wall.
Yeah. That's what I tell people. Like, if I enable them, I will say, if I ever catch you buying ink, you're in big trouble. There is no need for you to ever buy any ink ever. Please just tell me what you want and I will make sure you get it. Like, do not do that.
Yeah. No, Maya now has 2 pens. And when she needs them re-ink, she just goes, just fill them with something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I asked these two, I was like, what kind of colors do you like? And what, so now I have a whole plan to bring them samples on Thursday. It's going to be so fun.
Fun.
And one of them's like, I told her about the pen show and she wants to go. It's like, I'll be there the whole weekend. You can come and hang out with me.
So is that Colorado?
Colorado. Mm-hmm. 8, 16, 17, 18, I feel like. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Whatever that weekend is.
It's the weekend after Empire, and Empire is the 11th and 12th.
Yeah, that's right. And I will tell you, I'm supposed to have a shoulder surgery, and I planned it around the pen show and the Pelican Hub because I was unwilling to miss them.
That is what Claire did for her hand surgery. She planned it after Chicago, but so that she'd be recovered for DC.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah. We're having a lot of surgery up in this joint lately.
How are you feeling?
I'm not as well as I would hope. I'm supposed to go back to work this week. That's not happening. I keep doing that thing where I feel a little better, and so I kind of overdo it, and then I pay for it for a couple of days. So, but I'll tell you what, my husband, at 2 weeks after his total knee replacement, no walker, no cane. He can walk fine.
Oh.
He had like some newfangled kind of knee replacement, and he has more range of motion than I have in my knee. So I'm thrilled for him. I'm really glad. And we were like, let's make sure you get your other knee done by the same surgeon, please.
Oh, yeah.
His sister had hers done 4 weeks prior to his, and she's still on a walker or a cane.
Wow.
Yeah. And nowhere near where he is. And even the physical therapists were like, who did this surgery? What the heck? We got lucky.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine is still kind of recovering 6 months after, and it's normal. I mean, he's feeling good, but it's like 100.
Yeah. It's brutal. He already has a 115-degree bend without warming up or trying.
Oh, wow.
Good for you, bro. I was convinced too, like, this is know-it-all, Wendy Sue. I was like, it's going to be 6 weeks before they clear you to drive. And they cleared him at 2 weeks. They were like, are you off narcotic pain medication? Do you feel like your reflexes are okay? And can you get in and out of the car okay? Okay. Listen, I'm not going to complain because that means I don't have to drive everybody everywhere all the time.
I think it sounds like your husband has a superpower.
Apparently. Oh. Did you guys see me hold up my Canadian exclusive rickshaw?
Ooh.
That I have sitting down here in Colorado?
Is that what it was?
Oh, hold it up again. I saw you holding it up, but I wasn't sure what I knew it was a rickshaw, but that's.
Oh, yep.
Is it the Canadian Pen Club? I get it wrong every time.
It's the thing is, I'm part of the group and I still don't know what our acronym is.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone. A really good friend of mine asked me if I wanted one. I said, of course. And this was, as you know, months ago. And then she sent it to me for my birthday.
I like that you have one and I didn't get one. Canadian Fountain Pen Enthusiasts.
That's it.
I didn't get one because I knew I had I don't know if I'd seen the Sugar Turtle Studio one yet, or
Mm,
if I just wasn't totally sold on the Tobermory one.
gotcha.
Um, actually, I know why. That wasn't our first pick as a group.
I see.
I liked our first
Interesting.
pick, and then Rickshaw wouldn't make it.
Oh, bummer.
Because even though it was technically public domain, Rickshaw
Right.
didn't want to get sued.
Yeah.
So
Bueno.
that was the second pick.
And
And
this is a living artist. I saw her Instagram post.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
so I competed in it last year, and I just didn't have
Nice.
time to compete in it this year. It's an annual competition the Canadian Fountain Pen Group holds, and I think this is the 4th year or
Nice.
5th year of it, where we design. It started out as just single pen sleeves,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's single pen, double pen, triple pen, Fillmore, and I think there was one other bag option this year. I think there were 5 that you could
Yeah.
order this year.
I have been kind of in the market for a Fillmore. I've been wanting one.
Mhm.
And so this was a perfect opportunity, I feel like, to have a special one. Nobody's going to pick mine up thinking it's theirs at the pen show. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's the one issue. So I love the Sugar Turtle Studio box of crayon ones.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with it is that so many people have it that I'm going to have to like tie something onto the loop of it so that I know it's mine.
You know what you need? I'll show you what you need. Is one of these little zipper pulls. You see my little guy?
Mm.
He glows in the dark too.
Ooh,
Oh, that's the back of him. Here's his face. There's his face.
Oh.
Isn't he cute? This is like a new thing at our house. We're super into these little Japanese figures. It's ridiculous, but very fun.
so no, Bailey, they're always done as a pre-order and a single release. And sometimes people have them at Scriptus. On occasion, a couple people in the group will order duplicates so that they have them for sale at Scriptus. I don't know of anyone that did that this year, but in past years, you have been able to buy them at Scriptus. So we'll see if anyone has them for sale this year. But I'm not holding my breath because it was happening as they started in March.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were normally I think design is January, February. We vote in March, and normally we have the bags by like May. That was not the case this year.
Right.
So I don't know that
like
anyone.
a missed opportunity to not do a bulk order and have them available at Scriptus.
Yeah.
I
Very good point.
I don't disagree with you.
I just
But-
think people are willing to front the money.
I have nothing to do with the organization of that.
Mm.
Is it a Facebook group? Like, do
Yeah.
you have to?
It's the
Okay.
Canadian Facebook page. That's then connected to the Canadian buy sell page.
Okay.
Where I do currently have pens listed if you're a Canadian. Because
Question.
I don't have them posted on Instagram yet.
Question. How do you, I know people do the virtual pen show too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then people post on the Fountain Pen Network, right?
Yeah.
What
I think.
What other options do people?
I get most of my secondhand stuff from Brad Dowdy's Pen Addict Slack channel.
Hmm.
And you just, if you want to be a part of it, just email Brad at hello@penaddict.com. Listen to this little commercial. And then he'll add you and you can go look at all there's a ton of different channels you can look at, pen show news, blah, 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 yada, yada. And then there's a buy sell page.
Okay.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I pretty much only sell through the Canadian Facebook page.
It makes sense because the shipping and stuff.
Yeah.
tricky.
So I have done in the past, people have, bought things who are in the States and I've delivered them at pen shows.
Hmm.
I don't know that I'm gonna be doing that anymore, but I do have a couple things for sale currently, and so theoretically, if you're coming to Empire, I could drop it off.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is true. She isn't local to Scriptus.
Okay.
Somebody else though could theoretically, like what you know, who is it? Penrealm. Penrealm carries a whole bunch of different people's designs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They carry Claire's, they carry Corolla's,
Mhm.
they carry some other people's. Like there are, in the States at least, there are like individual stores that carry a whole bunch of individual artist rickshaw designs. And so theoretically, if you know somebody wanted to, it would maybe be a possibility, but I don't actually know. Scriptus is a weird time of year, and I don't disagree with this. It's the last Sunday in October.
Hmm.
Huh.
It's like you said, it's the same weekend as Pelican Hub this year.
Normally it's not, but Dallas was really upset that Pelican Hub was the same weekend as Dallas.
This time of year, you're gonna hit any pen show. I mean, no matter what you do, there's something.
Exactly. There is
Yeah,
not
they're almost every weekend there's a pen show.
they are every weekend between now
Yep.
and
Hmm.
what is it? Istanbul in middle of November?
Yeah.
It is every weekend. You do not have a weekend that doesn't have a show. And some weekends we have 2 shows. And so you were always going to hit a show. And, you know, Dallas was just angrier about it than Toronto's probably going to end up being.
Noisier about it.
I actually like the fact that Scriptus, that the Pelican Hub is the lead-in to Scriptus.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
do.
Scriptus is only one day.
I think it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
What we are seeing less of people who were talking about coming to Scriptus. Claire was talking about coming to Scriptus, but Claire is always their local hub master.
Yeah.
And so Claire is no longer coming to Scriptus. Like we're seeing less of people who were talking about coming to Scriptus because it's now Pelican Hub weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or people.
Yeah, I didn't see that way, but yeah, it makes sense now.
Yeah. And so that's really the big difference. But also then we're seeing people who are coming in early because it's now Scriptus and Pelican Hub.
And Pelican Hub. So they're taking the opportunity of going to a Pelican Hub that isn't their local hub, but they're going to know people there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you're pretending you didn't tag me in an Instagram story talking about coming to Canada yesterday, Annabelle. Also, my stack for you grows ever larger.
I had this thought actually last night about what am I going to have Annabelle do for me at the Colorado show?
Well,
Nice.
so my issue is I don't know what I want Annabelle to do other than I have a pile for Annabelle.
Gotcha. I'm going to tinker a couple of options and say, what do you think would be best?
It's sort of like an Annabelle gets to choose her own adventure.
Exactly.
She was the only person I saw for San Francisco, but I was terrible and I booked 2 slots. So
Not terrible. You're on top of it.
yeah, I was, not supposed to, but I did. And so here I am with 2 fixed pens.
Annabelle, darling, what do you think I'm sending home with you?
Cookies.
Yeah, other than cookies and, a loaf of bread that you and Aziza can consume. So also, this means you have to make your cookie request to Mom.
Yes.
Mm.
You need to make your cookie requests. Because
Do you guys want to see my new flex nib?
Always.
Right? I mean, how can you say no? I got to find another piece of paper though to write on it.
She wants a loaf and shortbread.
Oh no.
Do you
I
want
can do that.
chocolate chip shortbread, Annabelle, or normal
Or
shortbread?
plain. I actually think the plain is better.
I think the plain's better too, but she did like the chocolate chip. Also, are we bringing? I was gonna say, are we bringing shortbread to Empire? But like that's difficult because I don't know when you get into Empire.
All right, here's the new kooky little flex nib.
Ooh.
Is it? Look at he does the feed and everything. This is from Cactus Nib Experiments
Mhm.
on Instagram, and it's this thing will flex to 6 millimeters. I'm a little too
Ooh.
scared to do that, but I will give you a little flourish. And he is so nice and such a delight to work with.
Oh wow.
Oh
Isn't that
my
crazy?
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
I love it so much. And you can
amazing.
also, it's not so soft. Like I can write just fine also, as long as my pen's not leaking because it's in an eyedropper. But it's pretty flippin' sweet. I've been having fun with it. Here's some, has ink bloop on it, but
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
Love
really, really
That's-
good. And that, I have some allegiances as far as flex nibs are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Less Sheely stylously. But this is pretty special. Very fun to have. And this is one that I would never let anybody try at a pen show. Like this is keep in my bra and don't let anybody touch it. It's just gonna go right there.
Fair
Nope.
enough.
Yeah. I did get like an idiot, the Magna Carta Freely mini
The
pen. Have
tiny,
you guys
how
seen
is
that?
it?
Very small.
Yeah.
It's
Besides
very
that.
small. It's adorable. It's super adorable. But like, if you think about it, you can't post it because you have the thing around your neck, right? So you're
Yeah.
writing with a pen about this big.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's completely impractical. But I have a vintage pen like that too. So it's not like, I don't know, but it's very fun. And the stacked resin is really beautiful.
She would like both.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip
Chocolate
and
slaps. Oh, Annabelle, you're funny.
She's a high maintenance pen daughter.
Well,
She is, but you love her.
I do love her.
I don't
You
know
love
that there's a single person on earth who doesn't love Annabelle.
And Annabelle, you've got to actually respond to my text on Instagram about if you're boring mom or not. Or, you need to decide if you're boring mom or not.
Yeah, you guys, I'm just catching up with some chat stuff.
Oh, also, she's finally booked Denver, Wendy.
Oh my gosh, good girl. I'm going to try to convince Annabelle to go to the mountains on Monday after the pen show. Hopefully she'll still be around. Because I don't want her to think that the place where the hotel is Denver or
That's
that it's Colorado. And October is kind of, sometimes there are still good leaf changing to be had.
Oh, it'll
And
be
so
beautiful.
I'm going to try to convince her. She's got to get out on the town and out into the mountains.
That is fair. You have had a very busy 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be comatose.
Yep.
Especially because it's 3 weeks until we jump back into chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing Empire and Scriptus. Wendy is going to Colorado.
Yep. It's my home show.
Mom is going to Empire and Scriptus.
Yep.
That's fun.
And Marina is going to the Pelican Hub.
I am going to Pelican Hub. I really wish I could go to the Empire, but I don't think it's feasible for me at this point. So
That's fair.
And I think Sheila, did you have a birthday around that time?
End of the month.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Your end of the month. Yeah. My husband has a birthday on the 17th. I guess I'm not supposed to say that, but I was like, so it's another, why I'm like, oh, I want to go places, but I can't. Yeah. Because, he has to stay here. So that's just how it is. He teaches.
Mm-hmm. My husband and I are both professional musicians, and so he is a choir director. So it's his weekends are taken up, he's got to be there for that. And then I'm a staff singer at a different church.
Mm.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm actually off. They hired a sub for me for several months, which was really kind of them to do.
Mhm.
So I was able to drive him for those first couple of weeks back after surgery and stuff. So, yay.
Yeah, the choir life. I've had that life for a very long time.
Choir life. Yeah, this is what I tell people. This is how classical musicians make money in the real world, is at churches.
I believe you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also how most organists make their money.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's hard to be an organist and make a living if you don't have a church gig.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's tricky. And the church where my husband directs has a very small choir. It is what we call an aging choir. And they don't have any paid people. The church where I sing has 8 paid people, but the choir is also 60 people. And so, every church is a little different. Everybody's budget is a little different. But it works out for me because it's pen money.
Yeah. There you
Fair
go.
enough.
Yeah.
Are we planning pen shows for 2026 yet, Mom? I would
We are, but no commitments yet.
no commitments. I would say there is one show that I'm desperate to go back to, and that is Chicago.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
everything else is fluid. Script just always happens because it's local, and Chicago is by far my favorite show. And
So Chicago, if I had to choose Chicago or DC, you'd say
Chicago.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
You seem
I'd like to know what the Chicago hotel is, though. The hotel that we were in this year was amazing and in a great neighborhood, but it's under construction next year. So they need to choose, they're having to choose a different venue. And I always think a lot depends on where things are happening.
Yeah, there's still no details up about it. Annabelle says that Chicago was the second most popular pen show in her survey.
Oh, really?
Of pen shows for
I
next year.
believe that.
Chicago is by far my favorite show. You see lots of the DC vendors. In my opinion, it is the first major show in the calendar year. Like we've got lots of pen shows before that, but Chicago, it's different this year. Normally Chicago is after NAMTA. And so we're also starting to see all the new products that have been launched at NAMTA. It's going to be different this year because NAMTA is the week after Chicago.
Can you enlighten us noobs what NAMTA is, please?
I honestly don't know what the acronym stands for, but it's the big there's the big convention that happens in Germany in February where all the pen vendors go to and all the art vendors go to, and they see all the new products and nobody can take photographs of anything. And then NAMTA normally happens in April, and that's when you're starting to see those products filter onto the market.
I see.
And it's normally in April. So normally by the time Chicago happens, any of those new products that have been shown, we're starting to see on the market.
Gotcha.
So Faber-Castell launched a couple things last year in NAMTA that they then had at the pen show. I think they launched 2 pen models that we then saw at the pen show in May. Luxury Brands of America does the same thing. It's going to be different this year because NAMTA's later. But Chicago tends to be, at least in my experience, that first big major show of the year, because you're also starting to get international vendors at shows, which you really don't see at a lot of the earlier shows in the year.
And that's what was my kind of thinking about DC, because I know some only go there for the international pen vendors.
Yeah. Like you start to see a lot of more of the international vendors at Chicago, which I always like because it's a good mix of international and makers and smaller, or not smaller, like the people we always see.
Yeah.
But I like the vibe of Chicago. We just normally by now hotel registrations open, and we still don't have dates or anything up on the website. So this will be interesting. I don't know when things are going to go live.
Okay. Annabelle just put up that she's a sucker for San Francisco. That's the first positive comment about San Francisco that I've seen.
I mean, I like it.
I haven't seen a single positive about San Francisco.
There is not going to be a change in venue. I think that's what people really want to see, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, most of what I've seen about San Francisco has been I will never go back, or if it wasn't my job in the industry, I wouldn't be attending.
A lot.
It's very busy. It's extremely busy. Yeah.
People are desperate for a pen show where, you know, they can leave a table to pee or to eat.
Yeah. We had lunch with Couture Pens, and she could barely leave her booth.
Yeah, she didn't buy much. That's what
No.
she told me. Yeah.
I'm so curious about New York as well.
Mm-hmm.
So curious.
Are you at New York, Annabelle?
Yes, she is. That's how we're seeing her twice in 3
Yay.
weeks.
Right.
That would have been a good show for me to go to because I have places I could have stayed. But alas, no. Too many other pen events adjacent.
Yeah. No, because we're seeing Annabelle at Scriptus and we're seeing Annabelle at Empire.
At New York.
And I'm very curious about Empire. I think it should be interesting. It's a very nerdy weekend in New York because it's also New York Comic Con that weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm very intrigued. Scriptus is a mosh pit.
Okay, it was a mosh pit in 2023, and in 2024 they had crowd control. They had security that limited how many people were in the room.
Okay.
So I didn't find 2024 as bad. They also had 2 rooms instead of 1. So there were more vendors, but there were 2 spaces that people could go to. So I'm looking forward to 2025.
They also didn't have as many fire exits blocked in 2024. It felt less of a safety risk.
Yeah, no, I thought 2024 was great.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have enjoyed it not behind a booth, I don't think. My thing was,
but even when you weren't, you went around a few times.
Yeah, but only in like the lull moments. Like I wasn't out when it was busy.
But there were lulls.
There were lulls in 2020.
There were none in 2023.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Colorado's such a delightful, tiny little pen show. I love it.
I feel like Colorado and what was it, the one in Portland are the ones.
Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's, I think it scares me to go to big shows too. And I'm like a certified extrovert. Like I always say I came out of the womb and said, ta-da! But a show that big would be a lot for me, I think.
No, I don't people particularly well.
Same.
So pen shows are a lot. I like Annabelle's itinerary. Visit Drew, Empire, Denver, Toronto, crash until California in February.
No kidding.
That is a solid itinerary.
Mm-hmm.
So California, is that in Los Angeles?
Yeah, that's the LA show in, I think it's like the second week of February.
I might go for that one. We have a family that lives nearby there, so it's like might as well.
Oh, someone's offering to make Annabelle cookies for the LA show.
The feeding of Annabelle is very important at a pen show.
I'm getting prepared already.
We have videos that prove that, of me sitting on the floor feeding her snacks. Oh, somebody's offering to buy you dinner, Marina.
Oh,
You make it to
Very
LA.
nice.
yeah, I might make it. We'll see. I have a couple of friends, and it's been a while since I've been in LA.
And Annabelle thinks they should rename it. Honestly,
Yes.
I don't disagree. I should just text Frank that.
Absolutely.
I looked up. I was so curious because I haven't touched my Mont Blanc in forever. I
Mhm.
paid $50.23,
Okay.
Oh,
and it is a Model 34 from the 60s.
Nice.
And it has, I didn't show you guys, the ink window is blue on it.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, I like that
It's
one.
hard to see. There it is. I'll let the light shine through. But I just cleaned it out to make sure it was okay, and I re-inked it. And it's pretty nice. Kirk Spear told me this is a good, because there are a billion black ones of these out there, but
Yep.
the gray ones are a little special. And I didn't know. I just bought it because it said Mont Blanc on it. I don't know.
These are good pens. I have one of from the 70s, and I paid $58 for it.
Mhm.
Those are really underrated. The one you have, the one I have. I feel like you can still get them for so cheap.
Mhm.
Good.
Yep. That's
It's
the
all
truth.
still, $14K or whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get.
Yep, exactly. This one's a little stubbish, to be honest. It's not supposed to be, but I don't think, but it is. And I don't mind.
So here's my question. Does anyone know how you identify Mont Blanc nib sizes when they don't have the sticker on the pen anymore? Because the collector whose collection my pen came out of took the stickers off of all his pens.
Oh,
Because he just knew what was in them.
Mm.
So all of the stickers are gone. And I have no idea. Like, it could be a fine, it could be a fine-ish medium, it could be a medium. Like, I don't know what this pen is. I like it, but I have no idea what nib size it is.
and that one, wait, the one that you have, does it have an ebonite feeder?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one runs for me a little wide as well, but that's the guessing game I have, because when I was buying, the person told me it was a medium. So no, they told me it was fine, but writes like a medium. So my thing was it's the ebonite that makes it flow even better.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nelmar didn't even try to tell me what nib size it was. He went, I don't know. And I went, that's fair.
well, couldn't you just take it to our local?
I could.
Have
Here's
you
the thing,
considered-
Annabelle.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what it's. A, I don't know if you're being serious. B, if you are being serious, I don't know what it's supposed to measure at. Like, and I could probably just take it into our
Just
people.
take it into Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
Do it. I don't no longer have Mont Blanc in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I pulled out this nib on mine because it's this little tiny tuck away nib just to see. And it actually has 34 written on it, like the model number.
Oh.
But it does not have anything that I can see nib size wise. But it was sold to me, I think, as a medium. Let's try this side of it. This is what 50-year-old eyeballs have to do. Zoom in with the phone camera. Because I forget to bring glasses around with me, and then I'm like, well, there's a problem. Okay, here we go. Ah. I can't get it. I brought, there might be something on this side. Let's turn it towards light. I brought a couple of blind boxes to open if you guys want to. Have you ever had this experience? It seems to me that you guys are much too sophisticated to do something like this, but I love it.
Blank boxes?
Blind boxes.
Oh, blind boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Is
Okay,
that like a
so-
mystery box?
I'll show you. It is.
Apparently,
I-
Annabelle has a spreadsheet somewhere.
Excellent.
And I have the Dominant Industry Measure My Pen tool. I love it. I just don't know what the width of this nib is supposed to be at what sizes.
Gotcha.
So I cannot identify the nib if I don't know what it's supposed to be at what size. I need information to identify.
Oh, on the other side, it says, nope, I don't know what that says. See, I can't even read it when it's, oh, it says Mont Blanc, duh. Anyway, let's see what he sold it to me as. Medium nib.
Did he know or did he guess?
I know, I'm sure he guessed. I like the Richard Binder line width chart. For those who are looking for a line width chart, that's the one I like.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Annabelle, DM me too.
You're a gem.
Okay, so these are the two blind boxes that I brought from our stash. This one, so my daughter really likes these. This is a Sunny Angel, little creepy Cupid doll creature. I don't love these as much as some of the other ones, but we're gonna open it and see. You're what?
I'm not a doll person. I had
Yeah.
one doll growing up and one Barbie.
Yeah, these.
Like,
I
it's
mean,
like creepy.
yeah, it's super creepy, and they like the ones I like are the glow in the dark ones, and then so I have another one, a full size one down here somewhere. Let me find him. He's from the Bath series, and he actually like lays on his back with his little rubber ducky. Isn't he cute? So stupid, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, this is the Sunny Angel. This is what you guys get. Oh, it's a
these
cute
are like
one.
Disney mystery pin boxes.
Kind of, yeah. They're like the Japanese version. So, you know, these are a big deal. Like you can see its little butt. But then I also brought my very favorite are the Mofussan. Are you guys familiar with Mofussan the cat? This is a Japanese phenomenon. And every year they dress up the cat as something different. So either last year or the year before it was as sea creatures.
Aww.
So like this guy would go, you peel off his adhesive and he goes on the back of your monitor and peeks over at you. But they have ones that just sit there. They have notebooks and folders. Here's a folder that has cats dressed up as dim sum. So dumb. And I love them. Make me so happy. So that's what we do at our house. These little creatures. But I also have this funny little capybara one that I got just randomly. So this is the other one we're going to open. This one doesn't have something to open. Oh, it's so cute. It doesn't have the interior to open. It just has the box.
Aww.
Him has a strawberry. You can barely see his eyeballs. There we go. Look at they're so cute. We give these out in like birthday gifts and stuff. Clara has a bunch of them in her locker. I'm an enabler. What can I say? I'm like, yeah, let's get them. I don't know. So there you go. I'll have to send these to you. Maybe I should send them to your hotel for Empire. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I've heard the most complaints I've heard about Empire is the cost of the hotel. And I'm like, it is Midtown Manhattan. I'm not sure exactly what people expected, but.
Well,
we did a little research, and I have to say the organizers got that hotel at a really amazing price.
This is what I'm saying.
Outside of that block of nights, it's frighteningly expensive.
Yeah, that's when somebody told me the rate. I was like, I can stay with a number of different people in the city, and I might do that hotel at that rate. It's a pretty cheap rate.
Well, because also it's New York Comic Con. So the rate of that hotel for that weekend, if you're not with the Pen Show, is over $1,000 US a night.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And if you book with the Pen Show, it is.
Someone may or may not have gotten shot there.
Oh, it's New York. Where hasn't someone been shot?
Yeah, like recently.
Ghosts.
It was like.
As long as it's not happening while we're staying there.
That's right. Or happening to you.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
as long as it's not happening during the pen show and while we're there.
I once went to a bakery at First and Third, and they actually framed on the wall had the newspaper article of the mafia hit that happened outside
Oh,
their
wow.
bakery.
That's a lot. That is
And there
funny.
may or may not have been, you know, a box of cookies in the shot.
Wow. I mean, I guess embrace what you can't control.
You know, PR staging. You put a box of cookies there, suddenly.
Right.
No, dude had been shopping.
Oh,
He picked up his cannolis and went out to his car.
good.
Wow.
I always forget how far ahead you are. Have a lovely dinner.
Bye, Annabelle.
Bye.
Bye, Annabelle.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think if there's anything else I should show you guys while I'm sitting here.
yeah, I don't know.
You guys probably don't know about so I'm obsessed with glow in the dark stuff, but they did an Endless Hatch collab, and I was like, and then I saw it glowed in the dark, and I was like, well, add to cart. And then I emailed them and said, I'm about to turn 50. Could you just please see if there's any way I could get number 50? And I got it. So this craziness. Ooh, Benu. And it's number 50 of 100. Isn't that special?
Did you see the new Gold Spot Retro 51?
I feel like I scrolled right by it.
It glows.
Remind me.
The ghosts
Is it a glow in the
dark.
I was about to
Love it.
tell Wendy about the Mont Blanc Stalwalker. They also
Oh,
have
yeah.
that glow in the dark effect, the newest one.
This is
It
a problem.
doesn't?
The new.
No,
It
I'm
doesn't.
just saying, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. This is not something I need in my
Okay.
life.
But it does.
I know.
Like,
I also love stuff that's UV reactive. I'm down for that too. Like, this is the most recent Franklin Christoph gourmet pens.
ooh.
It's hard to see because I'm doing it with my
Yeah.
the screen
Yeah.
of my computer, but it is UV reactive also. And this blank was poured by Nick from Pens by Pasquale.
Mhm.
It was his first collaboration with them, which is very exciting. Yeah, I love all that kind of stuff.
I have a feeling the new Gold Spot Retro is coming home with me at Empire.
Mm.
I'm gonna look it up now.
I've put the link in the chat.
Okay.
It's so much fun, and I love that the little ghosts are holding onto pumpkins.
No.
So cute.
It's great.
I was gonna ask you guys.
Stephanie says that's the one she sent back, the new one, 3 times to have it fixed. So maybe don't buy it.
Ooh,
Yeah. No thanks. It would never happen, for one thing, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't want it to happen. Gold Spot Retro. You put it in the link, but I don't want to click on it on my. Oh, look how cute. So the reason I love glow in the dark stuff, Saturday Night Live from the 90s. Do you guys know of Deep Thoughts? I'm sure Alexandra does not know. But you've seen Deep Thoughts, yeah. So one of my favorite ones is, I think if the Vikings were around today, they'd be surprised at how much glow in the dark stuff we have and how we take it for granted. That's why I like glow in the dark stuff, is because of that stupid thing.
fair enough.
Okay, Alexandra, are you going to get the rollerball, or did they make it in a fountain pen also?
I think they only made it in a rollerball. I have to say though, I like the Retro 51 rollerballs.
True, I do too. I have only one, but I do like it.
The only one I have right now is the Farney's one, but I think their rollerball insert might be my favorite rollerball insert.
Interesting.
Really smooth. It is almost as nice as the Monteverde gel inserts.
I like those too. Although I had one kind of recently that started blooping on me, and I was like, "This is not a fountain pen. Like, what is happening?"
So they can do that if you don't get all of the plastic off the top of them.
Maybe that's what it is.
Just check it out. If you don't get all of the plastic off of the little ball, sometimes they'll bloop or make weird lines.
Gotcha.
Does
I had-
anyone else have any questions before we end for the month?
Before I start talking about highlighters.
I enjoy highlighters.
One second. I'm really bad about talking about things that aren't actually out yet. I've done this twice. So before I talk about it, let me make sure it's out.
Well, I'll show you one of my tinkerings. This is one of the ones I'm thinking about having Annabelle do something fun with at
Oh,
Pen Show.
yes.
It's
Show.
Franklin Christoph antique glass, and it has a Pilot number 30 course nib in it.
Ooh.
Oh,
And the only reason it's a literal magic marker forward, but it actually writes in a nice fine line in reverse. So this might be a candidate that I take to her and let her choose her own adventure with, as Alexander.
Oh,
put it.
Bailey, it's the last episode happened on Wednesday, and it's on my channel. So you have to either type it into the search engine or just go on my channel. You'll find it. And it's going to be not next week, but the week after for the next.
October 1st is the next one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, don't say that October 1st is next week.
I
Oh,
know.
man.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay,
Yes.
still.
2 weeks.
That's terrifying.
I'm going to talk about it anyways, even though according to the Goldspot website, it's not out yet. And you'll just have to wait until it comes out. I just wrote a Goldspot article all about highlighters and highlighters for fountain pens. So
Nice. I can't wait.
if you are interested in using highlighters and fountain pens together, that is coming at some point. I don't know when, but at some point.
It'll be a surprise to all of us, including you.
It'll be a surprise to all of us, including I'm actually shocked that I have 11 published articles with Goldspot.
That's
I'm sitting here
Amazing.
going, how have I published 11 articles in this period of time? But apparently I have.
They seem to be
You're
awesome.
keeping busy.
Yes.
There's also one on, oh no, I was like, the gel pen article's out. No, it's not. I also just wrote about the 9 best gel pens. So if you're a gel pen fan.
Nice. So let me ask you this personal question then.
Yeah.
So do they send you gel pens to try, or are you just pulling from your archive to choose the best ones?
Pulling from my archive, pulling from talking to friends about what they like.
Gotcha.
I have a pretty big stash of gel pens. I've tried pretty much all the major ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so
she was a gel pen office stationery kind of kid from early on.
Same.
yes.
I go way back.
Yeah. Like way back. And so
Actually, I think it probably started you when you were small, you fractured your elbow and someone appeared with a magnificent carousel of every color of the rainbow gel pen, probably from Costco.
Makes sense.
I was about 5
And from then on, she was sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a paper, like a stationery store. I had a hard time thinking of the word stationery. We had a stationery store in the strip mall by our house, and we would go in there and all my friends would be like, stickers, keychains, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over feeling the heavyweight paper and smelling paper and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Paper pens and highlighters.
Yeah.
I went to an all-girls school for high school and was using mild liners when you could still only import them from Japan. Because I had enough classmates whose families lived in the Philippines, and so we're sending them mild liners.
Gotcha.
And there was dealing mild liners out of lockers going on at my high school for cash.
That's funny. That's super funny.
So my original set of mild liners were in Japanese. That is how much of a stationary kid I was. So
I love it.
And honestly, that's the kind of school you want to be sending your kid to.
Mm-hmm. Where they're dealing stationery out of the locker.
That they're dealing stationery out of the locker.
I like it.
Yeah. The all girls school where, we were all we all color coded our notes. in varying degrees of extraness.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask a question and I forgot what it was. I don't know.
Oh, someone's going to Kari's class this afternoon.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot
that's
where I
fun.
was teaching at.
Listen, she teaches so much. I
Where
know
is she
what's
today? She's at Phaidon in Cambridge. She's at Phaidon for their party today.
Mm.
Cambridge, Massachusetts?
Cambridge, Ontario.
Cambridge, Ontario. Sorry.
Apparently, Estabrook is re-releasing something.
The Snooper
I
release?
think. Oh, I saw that go by.
No?
I'm gonna admit to being
Removing.
out of the loop and not knowing what Lori was talking about.
I assumed it was the Kingfisher sort of lounge party, but
So Annabelle has just texted me,
Me too.
She's supposed to be having dinner.
filling me in on the who was shot at our hotel at in New York.
Oh, I want to know.
It's the hotel where where the CEO of the insurance company.
oh, so
Oh,
recent. Okay.
It's a nice
Wow. Okay then.
There you go.
Wow.
That's from
so
the
they
Kingfisher?
they must have been hosting the conference
Mm-hmm.
that he was on
Wow.
his way into.
They've got a nice conference space then, which is where the Penn show's being held.
Right. Oh my
There you go.
gosh. That's crazy time.
And the price is right.
And technically yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to admit to being out of the loop. I don't know what Estabrook Lori was talking about. I have been busy.
I mean,
I
I don't
did
think
see
we've
that.
seen pictures of the Snoopy one, have we?
I've seen
Uh,
pictures of the box because
Ah.
Brian took one to Malaysia with him and posted it all over his Instagram page. Other than that, apparently Funky Town is going to be released.
I'm not familiar with Funky Town.
I had heard interesting because we were told in our briefing that was going to be a show exclusive.
Mm.
So I'm gonna have
Was
to
it?
follow up.
Did they have it at Chicago?
No, it's DC. It's the highlighter colors.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we were all told in our briefings that those were they were show exclusives. So if they are going to stores, that's a change in the past month.
I felt like it was not for me. I felt like they were a little bit too kind of like, some people really like them and some people are like, feel like I will.
It wasn't for me at the price point. My issue is if I'm getting something diamond cast at that price point, I want something more interesting. Like Mom has a really interesting diamond cast from Navaler. I love my Golden Gratitude diamond cast. That's a single color.
Yeah.
And I love the Yinmin diamond casts that were test rods, but I love it because the pigment in it is as pretentious as you can get with a pigment.
Yeah. And
Gotcha.
I have diamond cast gold rush green from Estabrook.
I have
and
that
it's
too.
stunning.
I also have the purple one.
Oh, do you?
Mhm.
They're so beautiful.
These are my two.
Yeah.
So
I have a piece of diamond cast resin sitting right here that I'm supposed to be making into slings, which I haven't done yet.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. This says Queen City Silver. I don't know who poured it though.
if it's diamond cast, it's Mackenzie Penworks.
Gotcha.
It's only Mackenzie Penworks.
So they don't license to anybody else?
Nope. Only them. 1 second. I can find this out really quickly. My guess is that it's going to be directly through Estabrook and show exclusive. and not available through retailers, which would go with what they briefed us on at DC.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So it came in, it was yellow, Dayglow yellow, pink, and green, wasn't it?
Yes. And orange, maybe?
I don't know.
Vanessa
were-
Langton has it in pink on her
Yeah.
Instagram.
Color-wise, it wasn't
Family
for
one.
me. They just look like highlighters.
Yeah, I'm a child of the 80s. I kind of like that neon thing. I'm not saying I'm going to buy it. I'm just saying.
Again, it was the price point of being
Mhm.
$295 USD,
Yeah.
which has it over $400 Canadian.
Yeah.
And if I'm spending that much on a pen, I want it to be more exciting.
Mm.
Well, and looking less like Staples house brand highlighters.
That's true.
See, that was
Like
my
it-
thing, right? That, and then I like compared it to the Funky Lake. They had Funky Leaf, and I'm like, I would buy that one, but not this one.
Yeah.
But
So it's not, as far as I can tell, it's not available through any of the retailers, and it's not listed as coming soon through any retailers. So my guess is that they're staying with what they said in the briefing, which is that it's an exclusive to pen shows and to Estabrook.
I agree with Stephanie. It's expensive for looking like a highlighter.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But there were people who were really excited about
Yeah.
it, and I saw that Estabrook was also doing some mixing and matching.
Yeah.
So you could get the yellow cap
Interesting.
with the pink barrel. They were
Mhm.
but
The one I actually really liked, they did one that was like a watermelon. So a green cap and a pink grip and a pink pen.
oh, that would be fun.
And so if I was going to do one, I would probably
Go
do a
pink
mix
and
and
green?
match one. Pink and
Yeah.
green, like do something that's fun and interesting. I'm just not, I'm not a huge fan of the single color diamond cast, which is funny because I do have two of them. The best part of that pen for me was the fact that it glowed under black light.
Mm-hmm. See,
If
I'm
it
telling you.
hadn't glowed, I would have been let down by it
Gotcha.
because it just would have been sad. Like you've made something highlighter colored, but it doesn't glow.
Right.
So I think the fact that it glowed was really nice. I will also say it is one of those diamond casts that doesn't actually look sparkly until it has a ring light on it.
Gotcha.
It is so fluorescently bright that it just doesn't really sparkle until it's under really bright light.
It's a very bright pen. I remember seeing it at the Estabrook table in San Francisco, and it was really bright. So.
Friends, I better go.
Oh.
Yeah, Estabrook's not coming to Colorado. Boo. It's
Oh,
okay.
no.
When did that happen?
Really?
I thought they were still coming or going to Colorado.
I hope so, but I don't know.
When did they change their minds?
I should have gone up and gotten that Magna Carta. Do you guys want to see it? It'll take me 1 minute to run and get it.
Or
Little tiny baby. All right, hang on. Be right back.
So the Funky Town pens are now gone from the website because I went to link them in the chat,
okay.
And they disappeared?
They're now gone from the website,
You need to see that.
which makes me
crazy.
think that somebody listed them in error.
And they're secretly watching this? And they post it.
Because there are no results found.
Isn't that interesting?
Really interesting.
It, tried to direct me to Funky Lake. So I have a feeling that they were supposed to stay as a pen show exclusive. And I know that Estabrook uses an online inventory system. And they probably meant to add things to the online inventory system and actually added them to the website.
Well, so if people want to see them, they're at Dallas, aren't they? This coming at the end of the month.
Yeah, actually, if you scroll down on the main page, you can see them. They say sign up for a restock alert before the Niblet.
But they are Estabrooks at Dallas.
Estabrooks at Dallas, Estabrooks at Commonwealth, Estabrooks at Empire, Estabrooks at Scriptus.
So there's lots of opportunity for people to see them in person and pick them up.
And they're at London, and like they're a whole bunch of places for the next little bit.
All right, here it is. Are you guys ready?
That was the Magna card. Oh, they are so lovely.
So
That's
cute.
So cute. Okay,
Yep.
here we're going to do some size comparisons. Here it is with Century 3776. It's very small.
Can I request seeing it next to your tiny Omas?
Yes.
'Cause that's my reference.
Let's see Omas
Oh my
not
God,
look
it's like
quite so
half.
tiny.
Ooh.
Yeah. Here it is with Sailor Pro Gear. It's about half the length of that. But I was going to show you, especially the nib
Good.
is like. Okay, so here's my fingernail, and here's the nib. Isn't that? It's like comical. I think
Like,
if you posted it, oh, it doesn't really post anyway. Surprise, surprise.
Interesting, because I was
On Monday, no,
Hmm.
on Tuesday they were still attending Commonwealth.
yeah.
Bummer.
Good God. I better not say, but for the long time, I thought the price increase is imminent for them too. So maybe
Mhm.
I see.
cutting some costs.
I would just DM them on Instagram and find out
Mhm.
if they're
Yeah.
attending the show
Yeah,
or not.
That's a good idea.
Especially if there's something specific you want,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that they're bringing it with them if they are attending. With that Magna Carta, like I saw Vanessa's in person. I held Vanessa's.
And it comes with these cute beads on it in the same resin.
No.
Like, I have no interest in one. They're so tiny.
It's wildly
Are they
impractical. Like, it's
eyedropper?
completely impractical. They're eyedropper. Mhm.
And they're so expensive for how impractical
And
they
you
are.
know what else? I'm sure you felt the same way. I will speak only for myself.
Mhm.
I feel like the chain could be better quality at that price point.
I
I
feel-
100% agree with you after seeing it in person in DC.
And I would just get a silver or gold chain to put it on, but I don't want to lose the beads.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, well, you can get them off of there with pliers. I was like, yes, but then how do I get them over the clasp on a real chain? I'm like, I'm not taking it to a jeweler. This is crazy town.
No,
It already was crazy town
Yeah,
enough.
for what you've
And
already spent on it? No.
no. Like I
don't put it on.
I don't like Magna Carta nibs.
Same. And keep buying them.
I've tried enough of them. People keep going, oh, you're gonna love them. You like vintage flex.
That's what
The thing
that's
is,
too.
I was spoiled by the first vintage flex I had in my hand. The first flex I ever had in my hand being a vintage Waterman flex.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nothing I have tried has compared to that, other than a Shaq MD nib.
Really?
I am going
Oh
to
my
bug
gosh, his
Shaq
nibs are amazing.
until Shaq sells me a nib.
I know.
Yeah.
I asked him for one, and he said if I came to DC, he'd bring me one. I was like, what if I'm not coming to DC? I didn't get one.
He only
Yeah.
goes to DC.
I think so.
I think he goes to Scriptus. I'm going to bug him about Scriptus, but there's nothing I've tried that's compared to that, other than like some of the really old vintage stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't like Magna Carta nibs. I really want to try a Lord Cactus flex nib.
Yeah. There,
Yeah.
it's real softly.
Yeah, but like I learned how to write again with a brush pen. And
Yeah.
so I think I'd actually enjoy it.
Yeah. My big problem with vintage flex is I can't with the filling systems. For example, here's a good example. I have here a purchased pen with a dried out sack on it. It's
Mhm.
this, let me see what this is. I don't even remember. It's an Endura oversize. It's a beautiful, it's like the lapis color.
Okay.
But I just haven't bothered to change the sack yet. But it looks like it has a nice flexi nib on it. I just am like, I need somebody to just do it for me. I don't want to do it. I bet it's real dirty too. But that's why I really like less from Stylo Sweets nibs, is that the filling systems are a little less fussy to me than, because I'm lazy. So when it comes to vintage stuff, the way I'm sure Alexander takes care of hers and everyone should take care of theirs, I probably won't. No, I'd love to say that I would, but I won't. So that's why I have a couple of vintage flex. Like I said, I have this, this is an Omas that I got secondhand that's supposed to have a different nib in it than it does, but it has one of the old timey flex nibs in it. Somebody replaced it with the nib from one of the flexy old timey Omas ones. And I like it. It's fine. I just feel less uncomfortable using, say, less. I actually have a couple of Kirk Spears flex nibs too. He doesn't make them anymore. People are always trying to buy them off me. I'm like, no, sorry. If I die, no, I'm just kidding.
That's how I feel about the old Halo nibs from Pensloth. He
Mm,
doesn't make them the same way anymore. I don't like the new ones. I need an old one, like the ones Aziza has, because I love Aziza's, and I
right.
don't like the new ones.
Do you know what changed? Was it too complicated to make it the old way?
So he's changed how he makes them. So you used to put them on the page, and they used to make like a bubble of ink.
Mhm.
And they used to write like a giant round thing, sort of like that in Microsoft Paint when you used to have that giant round brush.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. Like, it's so much fun. And they just he's got a writing sample up of how they write now, and they just don't write the same way.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah.
I bought last year at the Colorado Pen Show, I bought a vintage Waterman 100-year pen from Nick Pang. And that's another one that I like it fine. I just am not going to futz with the filling mechanism.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm a big baby. What can I say?
Yeah, as we sit here and talk about vintage stuff, I'm like, Grandma's pen's finally restored. And so I'm like, what am I putting in that next?
Yeah.
Now that
That's
Scott
exciting.
fixed it. Well, it's a Schaefer snorkel.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a fun one. I still don't have that one.
Yeah.
I now have two. So I've got Grandma's and I've got Grandpa's. And I'm like, what do I put inside of it?
Yeah.
Because I don't have a green Mont Blanc ink.
Mhm.
Oh,
I know.
You don't own Irish Green? Are you kidding me?
I don't own Irish Green. That might have to be remedied this week
Yeah.
oh,
I was going to say.
so that I can ink this pen. I might have to text my sales associate and go, do you have this in stock? If not, can you order it before
Yeah.
Wednesday?
For Wednesday, please. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, it's been so fun chatting. I've got to go get my child ready for her rehearsal this afternoon,
That's
which I'm sure
fair.
she'll be
It's like
super stoked about.
1:00 and I'm going to need lunch shortly.
I know. True.
Getting breakfast, it's almost 10 a.m. here.
You are a trooper.
I know.
you can still
I
have
was going to complain about the early hour, and then I shouldn't do that.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out this morning.
Thank you,
And
guys.
I guess afternoon for Mom, because Mom's just
Right.
upstairs.
Let's do it again soon.
Yeah. I don't know when the next
Bye,
one is.
ladies.
I think the next one's before Empire, but I'll put out a show
Okay.
schedule at some point. All right.
All right. I'll
Bye.
keep my eyes open.
Okay.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.